Yo, what is up, guys? It's con.ysl here. I'm just here to welcome you guys back to, another video. It's actually the second video on the channel. You guys should be excited for this one. This is actually the Lamelo Ball, this is the Lamelo Ball video, basically. We're going to be going over a game analysis, rookie predictions, and career predictions, because the internet does like to go a little crazy about, his career, his ceiling. I'm not here to answer that, but I'm here to give you the opportunity to have an educated guess about it, because I'm going to fill you in, what he does, and yeah, let's just get right into the video. So, we all know the LeBrons, Rondos, and Magic Johnsons have great vision, but I think Lamelo, as he stands right now, is on the right path to catching up to some of those players. He's obviously not as good as the LeBrons of the world, but Lamelo was already a serious threat as a passer. Lamelo's also always a danger for random lob throws, and this and everything else ties in just how good of a playmaker he is. He seems to shock defenders every time he does it. This is also because the Hornets do have a lot of lob threats on the team, and just Lamelo takes full advantage of that, and that's a really good sign of a good playmaker. And Lamelo uses a great vision to throw full court passes often. This is in part to, his size for the position, for the point guard position. Lamelo is actually 6'6", to 6'8", and is able to see over smaller defenders. Other point guards, other shooting guards, even some small forwards, maybe some power forwards. And this is always good to get an easy dish on like a fast break, or to, get the ball to a cutter. Like PJ Washington and Miles Bridges are like really good with stuff like that. They're explosive and they're fast. He's also like great at selling the shot. Or driving his dishing to the open man. He's great at selling shots and getting to the open man. We all know that, but he knows how to properly sell a pump fake, which usually will get defenders really active, even decent defenders and good defenders. He's also really great at taking advantage of these things and getting the ball to his teammates at an open three, a cut, or a lob, which this all just plays in generally. One bad thing we do have to say about Lamelo's passing is his turnover ratio. Lamelo turns over the ball often because of his habit of throwing flashy and risky passes. We do see an abundance of flashy passes from a lot of the greats, like LeBron and Magic, but Lamelo, as it stands now, is not polished enough to do passes like that without it severely affecting his turnover ratio. We can also kind of switch this around, as he can sell a pass so he can go for a shot as well. He does have a really soft touch around the rim. That's also a great thing. And his form does seem somewhat broken, but his release point is very low. But he does get the job done, somewhat like Tyrese Halliburton. Although he gets the job done, though, his shot isn't very efficient. He's shooting like 31% from three, despite having a hot start. But, it could end up getting better. Like Tyrese Halliburton, it might be good. You never know. But he has excellent floater game. His floaters are just amazing. And he has great size, but he can, still be a tad bit skinny in the post to handle, defenders. And he does have an amazing handle, which helps him, trip out defenders a little bit. On the defensive side of the ball, he does seem to fall asleep on defense a little bit, kind of like James Harden, but he is really good when he puts in effort. He has great size, and it actually was a surprise to see how good he was on the boards. Despite the skinniness, though, he has shown he can hustle for boards without getting beaten up by centers, and he's really, really great at clogging passing lanes and getting steals. His steal rate is very high right now, and he's not averaging that many minutes, so that's how he's good at stealing the ball, but, it's not really the best for defense. So Lamelo Ball's rookie year is I think a little overrated from some people. People think he's gonna lead the Hornets to the playoffs and he's gonna be this great player. But let's be honest, I don't think he's gonna have a rookie year close to Ja Morant, to be honest, because his rookie year was splendid. But I think we will start to see a rollout of Lamelo playing as a starter within the next 2 months or so. Partly because there has been some backlash about that online, but also to the fact that he is just that good. I would say Lamelo was already the third best player on the Hornets, or fourth best player on the Hornets. I believe because of that, he's going to end up winning Rookie of the Year. He's already a lot better than all the rookies in this class, in my opinion. Like James Wiseman and Anthony Edwards. They're great players, don't get me wrong, but I think Lamelo is, a bit better. I think his numbers will be 16 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds with 32% from the three-point line. And I don't see him getting much better from three, but I don't really see him getting any worse at all. So I decided to predict a small jump from his three-point percentage. But let's be honest, I don't think his defense will get any better in his rookie year, at least. It's rare to ever see a defensive jump in a player's rookie year, but this isn't saying he won't ever get better. But as it stands, in my opinion, at the end of this year, Lamelo will be still, somewhat of a minus defender, but he does have a lot of potential because, of his physical attributes. And I don't believe the Hornets will make the playoffs, like I said earlier, but I do see them in the 9th to 10th seed range, probably because they were already in the range last year, and they have gotten better. They signed Gordon Hayward, and they have an almost lock on Rookie of the Year. But the East has also gotten worse, so that's why I see, a somewhat standstill with their record. Although he is a great player, I can't see him having those historical rookie years where he leads his team to the playoffs. Because trust me, I do think he's good, but I don't think he's that good. Like the Magics, Kareems, and Jordans, and LeBrons. Although I don't think LeBron made it to the playoffs his rookie year, I think it is a good prediction to have him not making the playoffs. So here we have LaMelo's career predictions. These are very hit or miss. I could be completely wrong and be called stupid in like a year. You never know though, but here we go. So I think he's going to be an all-star in his 4th year. The draft class is a little overrated as well as Lamelo, but only because he's the best player in this week draft class is the reason it's understandable. You get a lot of people gassing up certain draft classes, and this is one. And I think we can all admit that this isn't good and it's slightly overrated for this draft class. Although there is some bright spots, including Lamelo. I do think Lamelo is on the level of players who can make a few All-NBA teams in their career just because he can do it all. We've seen players who are versatile like, Victor Oladipo making it onto All-NBA teams. And I do think Lamelo is one of those players who could do the same. I think Lamelo will progress heavily as a defender throughout his career, even being a plus defender in his prime if he wants to be. I'm just, afraid he might go down the Andrew Wiggins path where he clearly has defensive potential, but just a lack of effort on that side of the ball could lead to him being a bad defender in his career. But if that doesn't happen, I could see him on, funny enough, maybe close to Lonzo's level of defense, but, probably a little bit worse because Lonzo is a great perimeter defender. I don't want to take that away from him. I think he'll lead the league in assists at some point in his career. I think his vision's too good as a rookie to not do that at some point in his career. And in some of the games I've watched, he's completely pass first. And usually, being pass first, he will turn the ball over a lot. But, usually turnover ratios end up getting better as a player ages because usually rookies have a bad turnover, they have bad turnover numbers. And it's kind of easy to correct as they age in the league. And because of that, I think he is going to lead this league in assists one day. He's not very injury prone, so I can't see that happening and like ruining his career. But I don't think he will be in Charlotte, that long. So yeah, I do think that is about time we wrap up the video. Overall, we're just gonna talk about it quick. I think Lamelo is a great player. In the video, you can see I kind of said some bad things about him, like he was overrated, and I want to clear up that topic. Yeah, I do think he is a little overrated, but it's whatever. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you guys want more videos like this, I can keep them coming. I'm gonna keep them coming, and you guys can hit the notification bell. It's right under the sub button. It's gonna notify you every time I upload. It's free. You can hit that, and it's just perfect if you like these kind of videos. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bro, I said the word splendid in a video.